I am live here. We're going to count down while we're finishing our setup. I am joining the studio with my paint can. Welcome. Go get your art supplies, okay? If you got colored pencils, crayons, a few little dried up markers, come on and join me. All right. I got my notification. I am officially now live on YouTube. I'm about to share out the link. And today I'm just popping in to add a little bit of glitter. Okay. So I'll let you know what kind of glitter I like that's not too over the top. Now, I do have some that is over the top, but this one is subtle and it just adds a little pop to your finished paint party canvases. Okay. So go ahead, get your things. I wish I had some theme music that I could play. We will eventually get all that going, but right now that clock is ticking. So let me go ahead and enter the studio. All right. Oh, okay. So can I flip this? I guess I have to flip it this way, y'all. All right. So let me turn Bob the right way. So nope. So let me flip that. Okay. And now let me see if Bob is going the right way. Okay. I think Bob is going the right way now. Okay. So I am super excited as we are counting down to join you today. I think we are good. Okay. If you have not joined my email list, go ahead and do that so that you could get the download that I have available. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to let that stay, but while it's there, go ahead and grab that cotton candy download, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when you pop over there. You know what? Let me put this microphone in. All right. I am grabbing the link and I'm going over to Facebook. And let me pop over to my page. So I hope you have something that you want to join me and paint. Or I am live on YouTube. Okay. Here's a link. Pop in and say, hey. All right, I am going to add that link first. Boy, oh boy, that little countdown calendar. All right, so now let me post this. Post. Yeah, I could share to those pages and post, and then I'm going to post in my group. All right, it looks like we are ready. Looks like the lighting is pretty decent. And yeah, let me move. We want to make sure that you know to go ahead and get on that email list. All right, let me pop into my group real fast. Boy, that little timer is ticking on down. Let's see. Can I make a quick post? All right. Hello there. This is Bernaid Flournoy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am an art teacher by day. I love to paint portraits, and I am totally in love with paint party events. Okay, I love to bring the paint as you provide the people. All right, so we want to have a positively wonderful, good, creative time for self joy, self care, wellness. All right, so this is, it just makes you feel good. Most people, some people, they get a little apprehensive, okay, especially, if you're like really everything's got to be perfect. Hopefully you will have a breakthrough at the party where it's like, you know what, I made a mistake, but this is still not too bad. All right, so I want you to lose that fear. Well, we're going to get started today on, let me see, do I have my paint can? Yeah, my paint can. Why is that happening? Now look, I don't have time to figure out every single detail when it comes to that. Now I have my paint can back here, but I also have the volume down. Let me check my volume over here. Good gracious, a lot, y'all. Okay, so that's not too bad. I am plugged in over here. My microphone is plugged in, so I don't know why I'm getting the feedback. Let me try it one more time. Okay, let's see if that's better. Okay, so now this mic is muted. Let me point over here. So I have my little cute mailbox over here. I need for you to go and sign up for some mail. Is this going to open over here? Okay, this is the other side that opens right here. I need you to go ahead, get into my mailbox so that I can stay in touch with you when we have different offers and different things going on. So this is what we painted last week. We are super duper close over here. Okay, I did change some things around. I thought it was going to be pretty good. The lighting is a little better. All right, let's see what we have to lose. What lighting do we have to lose to get rid of those lines? Well, I am going to show you the glitter that I'm going to use. This is called Crystal, and it's Craft Smart. Okay, I'm trying not to get the glare. This is Michael's brand. This is glitter acrylic paint. Let me make this bigger. All right. Let me put this right here so I don't have to keep shaking. This is called Crystal. Let me point over here. And it's by Craft Smart. It's by Michael's. Let me see. Is this over here? Does it say? Well, this is where I got it. I got it at Michael's. Okay. So this Craft Smart is Michael's brand. You can get pretty much any kind of glitter that you like, but I like this one because it's super subtle. Okay, I'm hoping this one is mixed up. As it sits for a while, all the glitter sinks down to the bottom. I've been in here shaking it to redistribute all of those little particles. So what I'm going to do, now that I've asked for the mail, I've got Bob here. Okay, we're going to sit Bob off to the side. All right, just want to, those that know, he's always in here. Okay. All right, so let me set my little Bob Ross reminder. I don't know if you guys, if you're not a painter of a certain age, you may not realize that, what do they call him? America's painter. And he was very inspirational. And, he had that can do, you can do, try it, you try it kind of mindset. All right. So this is what we did last week. Little small painting. I'm going to hold it up over here. Little small painting. That's just super sweet. Let me try to get my little YouTube stuff. And I'm trying not to do the Mr. Magoo circles as much this week. It's a little better. It's not as wonderful as we like it, but it's better. So Bernade Flurnoy with thepaintedpose.com. Okay. All right. So we're just going to add a little bit of glitter, and I'm going to show you a couple of other summertime paintings that you probably will like. Okay. Let me flip this over here. Let me find my quick, cute cotton candy that I showed on the screen last week. So let me share my screen. Let me make sure this is not too big, not too small, but just right for your viewing. Let me share my screen with you so that you can see what we were working on. All right, let me present. What are you creating? Are you out in the yard making your lawn super cute? Okay, I think I am sharing the right one. Yep. Yep. So this is what we were looking at last week. And this is what we came up with. We combined both the pink and the yellow together to kind of come up, with their own. And this was just kind of fun. So we're going to add a little bit of glitter to this real fast. And once again, let me remove that so that you can see that. And that reverts back there. So that you can see that we're going to add a little bit of this here. So I have zoomed in real close to try to give you a better experience. So let me take my little extra box to give it a little bit of lift. All right, so now we don't need that. All right, so here we go. All right. I dare not mess with that. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to add a little bit of glitter on here. So let me grab a little water. Okay. Because as I've said before, I like to make sure that my brushes are not sitting in the water the whole time. I think that adds a little life. Adds a little life to your brushes. Now I am, as I say, I'm going to say, do as I, I'm about to mess that up. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's see if this light is going to help us. I don't know, y'all. Is that any better? Okay. Let's hope. All right. So I think we're good. So this is the printout that's there. I also reduced the size of this just a smidge, so that, because I think I showed you last week that it was just a little bit too large. Now I'm just going to add just a little bit of this glitter. And I'm just going to use, oh, did I not take care of my brush last week? Okay. So yeah, I always suggest that you wet your brush. Oh, you're still looking at me. I'm going to zoom my cam in a little bit. And you remember we talked about all of the water-based stuff last week. And so today we're just using the acrylic. Okay, let's zoom you in. Oh, good gracious. Let's zoom you in. Okay. Let me move the microphone over. It's pretty self-explanatory, but, we just want to make sure. So we're going to, let's see which one. This one looks like it's more evenly dispersed. This one, I still may need to shake this one up. So let me do this one more good time. I need to finish the side. So I'm going to do probably 2 coats. Let me make sure this is looking up over here. going to probably do 2 coats of the glitter. So I'm going to put 1 coat on, and while that's drying, I'm just going to finish up the sides. This is for you, Chris Tan. I am so thankful for the Boys and Girls Club in Mooresville in Morgan County here in Indiana. I'm just going to start off with that amount. If I need a little bit more, then I'll add a little bit more. I don't like to waste things. I don't know if you can see the little sparklies here. I don't know, but hopefully the lighting will capture it. So I've already wet my brush, and I'm just going to wet it again. Okay, I'm just whatever remaining water is, because this brush is not dripping at all. So I am just going to come on over here. Yep, it looks like we've got some little shinies up in here. So it's not going to be super duper glittery. I just like that as like a finishing touch. Okay. So yep, it looks like we shook it up, and it looks like it's mixed up pretty good. And what I like is it may look a little bit white, okay, but it dries totally clear. All right, so we've got 1 coat on. And while that one is drying, we're just going to finish up the sides. Now, because this is wet, you won't really see the glitter, but it's there. Okay, so let me just wipe this out just a little bit. And I'm just going to, with the remainder water, I'm just going to kind of, y'all, wet the sides just a little bit all over. You don't have to do this, but I have found since in the last couple of years, this was another little tip another painter did. And I tried, and I kind of like it, because then my surface isn't totally dry. It's like wet to wet. It's like ready to rock and roll. So now, right here, I'm just going to, you know what, this white was dry last week. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm not going to pop those open. I'm just going to use what I have right here. So I've got a little bit of apple barrel white, okay, and a little, this is a Plaid company. This is usually what you can find easily at Walmart. You can find this at Michael's as well. This is Craft Smart. And you could probably get both of these very easily online with Amazon. Now, when I get my whole life together, there should be a link in the in the description. But my whole life is not together. Let me look at you. Okay, is your whole life together? Okay, so when I get my whole life together, I will have the links and everything in there. But you can pop in Amazon and get those. All right. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of the white, a little bit of the blue, just to finish up the sides. Okay. So here we go. I'm not sure what all you're seeing here. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit. Now that might be too much. You know, I don't like to waste it. Okay. All right. Let me move that over there. Okay. And that's probably more than enough. So I'm just going to mix up a little bit right here. And then just go along the edges. Let's start at the top. Oh, and the camera's like right there, y'all. That's why I used to have it so high up, because I would keep hitting it, but I lowered it down a little bit to see if the experience would be a little bit better. So I'm glad I've got both of the cameras going. So I'm just dabbing in, because this is fabric, this is canvas. So even on canvas board, you probably want to make sure that you get into the, what do you call it? The weft. Y'all, you can let me know in the comments. So I'm not touching this surface right here. I probably need to hit that with a hair dryer. And guess what? It is plugged in. So we're just going along here adding. Like I said, we already kind of dampened the surface just a little bit. Right. And I don't have a lot of light shining from this direction. So maybe next week we'll get even better. Okay, I do have the studio light on as well as the one ring light. Okay. So I'm getting all in these little nooks and crannies because this is a gift. So usually if you finish the side, and this is a gallery wrapped canvas, right? So the canvas wraps around to the back and is stapled. A long time ago, it just used to be stapled on the side because I guess it was just understood that you were going to get it framed. All right, so here I am, dipping in, getting a little bit more paint for the bottom. And good gracious of life. Well, we're only live, y'all, but these little mistakes happen. So I don't know if you've ever dropped your brush. And you know what? I probably need to go over here to the comment section to see if anybody's over there making any comments on this foolishness, you know, that seems to take place over here. But that's all right. This is life. We're going to keep moving. One time I painted a whole canvas right on off the table while I was painting live. I was doing a portrait. I've got a, what do you call it? A time-lapse video of that. Baby, I picked that portrait up and I kept on moving. What would you do? So I got 3 out of the 4 sides painted. I'm about to paint this last one. Okay. And like I said, I'm just taking my time getting into the nooks and the crannies. And as I'm looking at the lighting here, over here is fine, but the lighting on this camera right here still needs to be brightened up. So we're going to work on it. Do you go live? Are you taking your passion and your let me see, where is it? The crossroads of your passion and your skill set, your expertise? Are they crossing, and are you sharing that? Honey, because as you see, if I can get on and press this live button and I'm out here in these YouTube internet streets, you can be too. All right, so the top is dry. I'm just looking for any touch-ups. Okay. So I think it's pretty good. And sometimes you don't know until it's completely dry. All right. So if you are doing a gift, you always probably want to, you know, make sure that you're prepared to do 2 coats. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit it with this hair dryer. Okay. Why is that there? There we go. All right. Hold on, everybody. All right. Now that's not so pleasant to listen to, but we have finished the sides, and now this looks much better. So I'm going to touch up a little bit here. And then, like I say, I'm going to check the sides to see if there is a little bloop bloop, and there is a little spot where it's like, well, I want to make sure that that is covered in. So that's why you want to dry it. All right. So I'm drying it live so that we're able to touch up any of these little spots that's here. Okay. This is not too bad on this side. And we have our glasses on and we're really looking. Okay. All right. So I like this a lot. I'm glad all the sides are finished. I don't know. Let me see. Let me put the brush down. I don't know if you can see any of the shimmering. And you know what? I forgot to plug in to the internet. I don't know if you can see any of the shiny surface. I'm going to go ahead now that I've heated this all up. I'm going to put another coat. And what I do like about this is matte so that you can see the glitter. But of course, you can put a coat of, oh, I still have some over here. Let me clean my brush out. But before I did want to touch up a few areas here. That's what I wanted. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Because, you know, after everything dries, you know, you see a few things that, oh. So while I've got my brush right here, I can go on up in here and work on a couple of quick things just to finish it up, you know, just to add a little bit of touch up. And then sometimes even after you do this, you might still see some things where it's like, you know, if it really bothers you, you can get in there and do something. But if not, you know, a little brush stroke here, a little brush stroke there, it's paint. All right. So let me get a little bit more over here. I'm just going to get just a little touch of water. Now that's a little bit too much. I should have probably dabbed some of that off. But I've got plenty of paint in my brush to balance out that extra water. All right, so around this edge here should be a little fuzzy. All right, so we're coming in here. I'm glad I did come back over here just to touch up a little bit. And I might need to stand up so that I can really let me add just a little bit. Right. There's not a lot to say. You're just kind of mixing and blending, you know. There's not a whole lot to say right here. So I'm kind of dabbing, but at the same time kind of trying to smooth things out too. I'm just trying to make sure that paint is getting into the textured surface of the canvas. Okay, so I'm okay with this part right here. All right. whatever reason, I just feel that this part right here needs to be a little darker. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to make it subtle, you know. That part is not so subtle, but this is still wet, so I'm able to kind of blend it out a little bit. All right. So let me see. It's been about a half an hour, and I think we're doing pretty good on the time. We're going to do a quick second coat, and then that's going to be that. All right. So this is really, really intense. All right. So I made it a little bit darker here. The light is coming from this direction, and so there's a little bit of, I can't remember the technical term, low lights back here. The highlights are like from the main lights, but then it might be something reflective, and you get some of those low lights back there. So yeah, here we go. I think we're good. I think we are good. Now you could sit here and you can blend. I'm going to get just another little smidge of water. You could sit here and you can blend, 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 blend to your heart's desire. I'm just going to lighten this up back up over here just a little. I can't tell what's white and then what's shiny wet, so I have to stand up just a little bit, and I'm just smoothing this out back up over here. Okay, and looks like I may need another coat of this down here. I think that'll, oh, and I just look, my nails match. Hey, yeah. Okay, this little light. All right, trying to like blend that edge here just a little bit because it's there but not there, real subtle like. Okay, so we are just schmoozing this in here. Is that a term? All right, I am okay with this right here. Some of those darks are right there, so I'm just kind of taking whatever remaining paint I have and just kind of smoothing that out. Okay, you can go back and forth to your heart's desire on that, but I am going to go ahead and clean my brush out. And you know I like to dip in the water to keep my water clean and just swoosh, swipe on my paper towel. Okay, and I'm going to go in here and make sure this is totally saturated with water. Let me move these other brushes out of the way so I can go ahead and really get on down with it. Okay, and then I will finish it in the water. All right, so now my brush is wet. Let me add just a little bit. It's wet to, well, let me just explain why this is not so cute and nice anymore, because I've been working with this brush a minute. And after a while, the paint gets in here and it dries near the metal part. And let me take my hands. It's no longer flat. It just starts to creep out because it's like buildup in there. So, but it's still got some life left. All right. Once again, let's see if you can see any of the sparkle. Let me get up here and look and see if this is going to be any better. Let's see if you can see any of the sparkly shiny. Yeah, you can. Okay, so you can see some of those sparkles on the surface. And then so we're just going to do a second coat. Now, if my paint had been, let me come to you. If my paint had been totally dispersed evenly up in here, you might not need a second coat, but as it sits, it just drops down to the bottom, and I try to go back and, you know, make it go back the other way. Okay, So we're going to do a second coat. I still have a little bit there. I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit right here. All right. It's kind of thick like lotion. All right. You did not see that. Let me go back. So remember, this is our inspiration piece. Let me move this out of the way. And this is our paint can. So I just squeezed out, you know, this is like 1 green pea, maybe 2 green peas. And I'm just making sure my brush has a little water in it, not a lot. Okay, you can see that it's a little bit damp, but you don't want it dripping. Okay, this is not dripping. All right, this will just spread this out for a second coat. Okay, I can see it better in here. Okay, and you might not want it on that dark side, and that's okay too. I'm just going to put a little bit more right here. Then we'll dry it, and then I think we're good. I'm just going to go ahead, just whatever's left in the brush right here. And remember, this is matte. This is not y'all. I'm forgetting. Yeah, this is matte. All right, so I will totally clean this brush out really, really well when we're done. But I'm going to hit this with this hair dryer again. So that is drying there. I'm going to hit this part. I got a little blue on the little stem right here. So I am going to go in and clean that up. And then we're pretty much done. Okay. Pretty much done. And I'm going in with just some straight white right here. Okay. Just cleaning up a little bit of blue mess that I made. And that's okay. Maybe this might help it pop a little bit more too. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth kind of carefully. All right. So that's our little stem right there. I'm saying stem, whatever the little candy, cotton candy paper wrapping is. I think I had it maybe just a little bit too brown last week, but I think, let me move this. I'm trying not to hit my head up against these lights, y'all. All right, so there we go. Hopefully that's in focus because I can't tell. That we just clean that edge up a little bit. I still like that dark down there. That just helps pop it. And hopefully now, let me see. You can see a little bit of the glitter. It's still a little wet on the surface, but you should still be able to see some of the flecks of the glitter there. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. All right. All right. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I need to do because I still have some of the blue and the white. So what I might do is just coat it with a protective coat. And I think we're good here. So thank you for popping back in. I did want to add a little bit of glitter to it. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're okay. Let me show our inspiration. All right, and then this is our final piece. Let me leave that in the water because I might forget. This is our final piece, y'all. A little cotton candy sweet for state fair, county fair. All right, let me stop the screen share. And Let me come back to you over here. All right, so this is the piece. Hopefully it's not too shiny. This is the piece. All right, let me look at the camera. Let me hold this up to the camera. Hopefully the lighting is decent. Let me do my little finger point because we are in the studio and we're done. That's okay. That's a little better. Okay, let me lower my eyes down. Okay, there we go. All right. I think we have our shot there. Thank you so much for joining. This is Bernaid Flournoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter by night, paint party instructor on the weekends. Hey, I will put a paint party in the box for you and ship it to you so you and your people can get together. Just reach out to me, thepaintedpose.com. There's a contact us form there. You can email me at info@thepaintedpose.com. Well, here we go. Info. Let me cover up the www. Info@thepaintedpose.com if you're looking to provide painting time for your guests. All right. And I hope that you want to serve them well. I'm here to serve you and your guests. Serve up some wonderful positive painting possibilities, right? So I am done for today. If I look at this a little bit longer, I might see that I might want to go in there and clean that up. Maybe. I don't know. But I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you'd like this canvas, did I put it over here? I sure did. If you'd like this canvas, download the printable, paintable tracer. By all means, go to thepaintedpose.com/download. Okay. So till the next time. Okay. I will, and I'm not making any promises. I may just put my resource page in the description. Craft Smart and Apple Barrel Plaid. All right. Thanks for watching. Spread some art joy today. Okay. Whatever your art is, everybody's got their own art. I love to paint and draw and create over here. Spread some art joy where you are. Right? You might be cooking. I might need to come and get some of your art joy. Bye-bye till the next time.